Ace, welcome to my place.
By the power of Grayskull! What's happening, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Masters of the Universe Monday. I hope everybody is having a fantastic start to their week. I know it's Monday, and it's not even all the way through Monday, but hey, we're going to push right through it, and we're going to make it through to the other side, baby. That's what's up. So, this is not the traditional Ace in the Hole variety show. This is an Ace's Place 22 live. I guess that's how it's going to be presented. Ace's Place 22 live special for, Masters of the Universe. Where on this specific live, I'm going to talk a little bit about my connection to Masters of the Universe, talk a little bit about the toys, a little bit about some movies, and specifically the new Masters of the Universe movie that just came out this past weekend. I have no idea. This isn't going to be a full blanket movie review up and down. I'm just going to talk about everything that I find interesting. And I thought, hey, let's do it on Monday. Let's just do it on Monday, right? So I think this is going to be a fun time. I am going to throw the link out there in case anybody that has seen or just wants to talk Masters of the Universe. If you're available, please feel free to jump in here and do so. But for the people that might jump in, let's keep it on track. This is Monday, MOTU Monday, Masters of the Monday. And we are all here to just have a great time and talk about, some stuff. Hey, look at this collection, eh? Let's talk about some stuff that we all really, truly enjoy, which is toys, 80s, 90s, and awesome nostalgia, fun. And absolutely, Rob, this is going to be spoilers. I was going to make a little, where am I? Right there. You see that Skeletor picture? I was going to put a spoiler warning one right there, and I totally forgot. But it is in the ticker right here, and I'm pretty sure it's in the description. I'm not 100% sure. But without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ace from Ace's Place 22. My pronouns, if you will remain to be he, Ace, or manhole. Whatever you'd like to call me, those are the two things you must call me. He, Ace, or manhole. There's no arguing it at all. I need to get a drink. Hold on. Is the sound in the audio? Look at my dirty little painted thumb. What am I painting? You have to stay tuned for another video, folks. But is the audio and everything okay on your guys' end? Rob, Mosh, Joe? I don't think I've ever sat this way facing this direction. Normally I have it where my TV and my screen and everything is behind me. But I changed it up. This is all of the new Masters of the Universe figures from the new movie that I have found. And it's everybody that they've released so far in stores. But I do have a smaller section down here on the bottom shelf. So I got Masters of the Universe stuff all over. But I figured, let's make a cool backdrop, I haven't opened any of these yet. So we'll get to them in good time. Justin Booth, thank you very much, my friend, for popping in here. It's great to see you. I appreciate you saying the sound and the audio is great. And I do have some caca. I have caca on this one and schmeckle on this one. So, cock schmeckle. I don't know. Shout out TKD Bar. What's up, SA? Glad to have you in here. And since there's a nice little chunk of people in here, to keep you guys interested, to keep you guys invested in this video, before we really get into it, when I went to see the Masters of the Universe movie on Saturday with the kid, unfortunately, they didn't have any popcorn buckets. They didn't have the Power Sword, cup. But what they did have was this. A Masters of the Universe movie poster. I think this thing is pretty damn awesome. What's happening, Curtis? Thanks for popping in here, brother. Always welcome. You're a movie aficionado, and you love the 80s and 90s as well. So, hey, if you are available, when I just throw the link out, if you want to jump in here and talk about this movie, let's do it. But not only did I pick up one of these posters, I got a friend of mine that is interested in the movie, so I picked him up one as well. But I picked up 8. 8 of these Masters of the Universe movie posters I snagged. So, if anybody is interested, I'm going to do a giveaway. I don't know how long this stream is going to go for, this live, to be honest. I didn't even think about it. I have a premiere for Monday presented by Casual Toy Collector. Shout out, Kaz. But I have a premiere playing at 3, so I want to be done way before that. So it might be about an hour. But at the very end of it, I will do a drawing for the people's names. So everybody that's in here right now, if you're interested in this poster, put a pizza emoji in the chat. And if you put a pizza emoji in the chat, you will be drawn, or you will be entered in the drawing to win a Masters of the Universe movie poster. And I do have a tube to send this in, so you won't get a folded or ripped up movie poster. You'll get a nice, clean poster. So there you go. If you want to win it, just put a movie or a pizza slice in there, and you could absolutely win this thing. So Joe Prime already entered. There you go. Hold on a second. Actually, where is my? How do I always put my pen and paper in a different spot? Hold on, folks. On the pen. Found the paper. Alrighty. So we got, oh, there's the other pen. That's my good pen. All right, hold on a second. People say there's no, you shouldn't have dead air, but I'm all about dead air because, so who do we got that wants to enter? We got Joe. We got Mosh. And who was that? Rob? Rob want to get in on that? Absolutely, Rob. So far, 3 people. And what I do when it's a random giveaway like this, I just write your guys' names down. I'll cut it out of the frickin' thing, and I'll just draw your guys' names out of my hat. Now, this Friday, you're going to want to tune in because I am doing another live, the Ace in the Hole Variety Show, a toys story where I'm going to just talk about, the regular stuff. And I'm also doing the G2 giveaway where I have Simpsons things to give away and Star Wars and some blockies. So 3 sets of things to give away still. So if you want to win more, show up for that. But at the end of this stream, I will do the drawing to see who wins a movie poster. So good luck to you guys. And, that being said, let's throw the motherfucking link out there, dog. I always hit the wrong button. I'm such a booger head. There we go. And special shout out to Bruce. Bruce won last week's Ace in the Hole Variety Show Jeopardy Edition 2, where he ended up winning some G.I. Joe stuff. But also shout out to him because I mailed him. This isn't the best, but I got it on Temu. It is some Skeletor bling, and I'm wearing that with the usual get up. So that's what's up. Shout out Kaz and Bruce. And we should be good if people want to jump in. And there you go. So let's just talk about Masters of the Universe now. Fuck everything else. So when I was a kid, in my teens, 2013, 15 or something like that, I got introduced to, I got introduced to Masters of the Universe when I was way younger than that, but I didn't really see the cartoon. I didn't grow up with it in the 90s. I got the 200X version where it was just, I loved it. I absolutely love it. I have a handful of the figures in my collection to this day. That's what got me interested in Masters. That's what's remained the focal point of what I enjoy about the Masters of the Universe. But of course, I grew up with the 80s ones. My uncle had all that crap, so of course I got to play with it. The first figure I remember playing with was Jitsu, and then Whiplash, and then having the Ram Man, And then a handful of others I vaguely remember, but I just remember having those specific ones. A Cyclone, I do remember having Cyclone. So I've always enjoyed the hell out of it. And my grandmother actually still has some of those Masters figures, and I'm going to get my piggy little pig fingers on them. Pigs don't have fingers, they have hooves, but you know, I'm going to get my hands on those, and we're going to check those out at some point someday. But for now, I have been picking up, I do see somebody in the backstage. Just give me a second. Let me get through this. I'm easily distracted. But I have been picking up, as I've been seeing them, the new movie line, Chronicles, Masters of the Universe figures. There are some of the Turtles of Grayskull figures thrown in here. And these things are just epic and all that. We'll talk a little bit more about that specifically when we talk about the movie in general. But the 200X line, man, I had tons of those characters. I had the Castle Grayskull, all the freaking, it seemed like all the characters. Never did I have Snake Mountain, though. Hold on to that thought right there. So now that I kind of got the gist of where I come from with Masters of the Universe and why I do enjoy it, even though I'm a majority of us, I'm looking at it right now, Turtle fan. I got a huge selection of Simpsons, and I got just a bunch of random other shit. But Masters of the Universe is definitely one of my top 5 favorite properties of all time. So that's why we're doing this stream right here. So I don't know who the hell's in the backstage, but let's see who we got. Okay, I'm not sure if this is his first time on my stream or not, but if it is, ladies and gentlemen, let's give this guy, he's a basement dweller. It looks like you're always in a basement, so that's what I'm going with, bro. But we're going to welcome Curtis to the stream for the show.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's my first time on your show. Thanks
all
for
right,
having me.
man. Well, welcome. Hey, of course, you're always welcome. I know you're a big fucking like movie guy, which, yeah. Of course, if you're not a movie person, for one, get to step in, because this is all about the movies right here in the 80s. And now, did you get a chance to see the new movie?
Yeah, I saw it Saturday. I saw a double feature.
Okay.
Saturday.
All right. Now, before I get into it, you go right ahead. The floor is yours. You tell me your connection to the Masters universe and stuff like that, and your expectation with the movie, and where you are with the movie right now.
Well, I grew up watching the cartoon. I didn't have that many Masters of the Universe. I had He-Man and Skeletor when they first came out, but I was more of a Star Wars fan at that time. So I always asked for Star Wars, but one of my good friends, he was all he like had all the He-Man stuff, so I'd go to his house to play with He-Man.
Yeah.
So I used to play with he had all the figures, and I used to read the little comics that he had and all that stuff. It was great.
Yeah.
And then I kind of fell off of it for a while, and then probably about a few years ago, I started kind of getting back into it. And then shout out to ex-Daredevil. He really got me back into it.
Yeah, right. Shout out Daredevil.
Yeah. And so I got a lot of my stuff put away, but I got 2 Castle Grayskulls up there, and I got back on the top over there, I got a Snake Mountain. And
now
go ahead.
What comes with Snake Mountain? What makes it complete?
Right there's the Snake Mountain.
I picked one up. Now, it's not 100% complete, but I picked this bad boy up the other day for $5.
No way. That's great.
I swear to God.
Dang. Is that the newer one? No, that's the...
No, this is an original 83.
Oh, yeah, it's original. It's clean, though, man. That is clean.
Very clean. And the guy I know, yeah, I got it from him for $5, and then he gave me, they're over there, I'm not going to grab them now, but a handful of vehicles that are broken, but I can literally just glue the pieces on and just have them as stationary, sets. So
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that.
No. So that's awesome. You got all that stuff. I'm definitely trying to acquire a Grayskull next.
Yeah. Check out what's his name? Justin Curry. He's got a a YouTube and a Facebook channel, but you get a hold of him, he resells stuff. He's really good, and he will make good deals.
Yeah.
He's up here in Michigan. I got a lot of my Castle Grace from him, and they were incomplete because I wanted to make them my own, which I haven't got to yet. Same with the Snake Mountain. There's still pieces I got to get from my Snake Mountain, like bridge and I think there's a the gate door at the top. I have
there's a bunch I got to look into to see what all the pieces are, because I definitely want to see if I can finagle it and get whatever I can for it. So yeah.
I got the microphone. I took the microphone off because I opened it up to clean it. It works and stuff, but I didn't put it back on yet. So I got like a lot of stuff to do, but I got a whole mess here because I'm just dealing with redoing my entire basement, and I got like a lot of boxes still that I've never unpacked, and a lot of my parents' stuff is over here now because they moved out and they moved into my house, and then my dad passed away last year.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Still going through all that stuff. Oh, Joe Prime's here.
Yeah, Joe, I'm sorry.
How's it going?
I didn't see you backstage, brother. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely fine. I've been sitting here listening to you guys. That's perfect.
And well, we kind of got a little derailed there, but so Kurt, go back to the MOTU movie and stuff like that, and your expectations and stuff, because I'm curious.
Visually, the MOTU movie was great. I personally, I mean, not I personally, but everybody in the theater was like, this is a bunch of woke stuff put into it, kind of in a nice way, which I saw it. I mean, you can't not admit it, but there's some things I would definitely change. I give it about a 6 or a 7.
Okay. Now I
liked it. Just because I give it a 6 or a 7 doesn't mean it's bad.
Oh no, not at all. So where I was coming from when I first saw the images and even the first little teaser trailer, my initial thought was no, thank you. Like, I think I even posted something on my channel like this looks goofy and not like a good goofy at all. And
that's what I thought too. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it.
I definitely, after consuming more and more of the advertisements, and like you said, there are moments, if you want to talk political stuff, of woke or agendas. There's definitely those moments, but I don't think they're so egregious that it is distracting from the movie. And the only one, and there's a couple I could pick at for sure, but the only one I will specifically say I didn't care for, and it's only because of a sex change, and it really doesn't matter, but was Roboto.
I didn't even notice that part. There's parts of it that I kind of missed. Yeah,
making Roboto a female, which, again, I don't care, but I'm more used to a male version. So to me, it was more of a getting used to opposed to me being against, if that makes sense. Where I know you guys have seen, especially you, Curtis, you've seen Star Wars: A Solo Story, or whatever it's called. I don't remember what Lando's robot is called, what her name is, but to me, that is a totally out of place character trying to make an agenda for, we must liberate robots, and I'm a female robot. And it's like, no, this is distracting. This is not cool. I don't like this.
Yeah.
So I wasn't feeling anything like that with the new Masters movie at all, but I did notice some things. You like you said, you can't not.
Yeah, because some things, like some of the jokes, they kept repeating over and over again. You're like, damn, okay, enough of that one.
Yes, 100%. And some of it, specifically, some of it I did take as satire. Like when they showed his name on like a little nameplate and it said like he, him. I was like, is that like kind of like a little knock at, a certain demographic, but also kind of appeasing to that demographic as well? Like, I had fun more than I was frustrated or upset with it. And I'm going to say this right now. Maybe I'm high as shit, which is a very good variable. But I give the movie a 9 out of 10. I fucking loved it. Minus
that's your opinion, you know, that's your thing, you know, there's not wrong
right.
with it.
No, and that's why I like hearing other people's opinions too, because it's nice to just see where everybody kind of comes from, and if other people see it this way or how your perspective takes you, and I just the biggest movie gripe. What's up, TK Bar?
Hey, what's up, SA?
What's up, TK?
Hey,
my biggest
Curtis,
movie
long
gripe,
time no see, brother.
Yeah.
My biggest movie gripe was just
Transformers
the
joke.
very, very lack of Battle Cat, like the extreme lack of Battle Cat.
That's
other than
disheartening to hear, man, because he was so featured in the marketing, and that's my absolute favorite thing about He-Man is Battle Cat, and that kind of sucks to hear that. But I'm gonna go see it this week.
My only thought with I'm totally out of bounds for probably saying it like this, but my only thought for them having a limited amount of Battle Cat was because there's no Panther yet, and maybe that's a better, because no spoiler to TK, but when you see who Battle Cat is basically going one-on-one with, that makes sense compared to all of, you know, Skeletor's other henchmen and shit, because he would just rip right through all those people. So I feel like they're waiting for Battle Cat to really have his, you know, Panther, you know, one-on-one moment. But that's me being wishful for what's coming in the sequel, because, man, there better be a sequel. I'll fucking go crazy if there's not a second movie to this.
I haven't seen this movie at all. My cousin explained the entire thing to me, though. But from what I understand, the movie is just basically build up to a sequel.
Yeah, oh, for sure. It's marketing toys. It's 100% a giant, basically like toy commercial at times, and it just feels epic. It feels like
it's
the
gotta
fight
be,
man, I'm not even gonna downplay the fight scenes. Like if I'm overhyping them, Curtis, you can call me out on it because you've seen it. But like that fight scene at the end where He-Man is just throwing down with the Skeletites and some other bad guys, I'm like, dude. They're making him exactly as powerful as he needs to be. They're making the fight scene as badass as it needs to be, with Queen's music playing in the background. It's a long fight. You're getting, you know, big shots. You're not up close getting just quick fucking things. It's epic. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's good because like he just got those powers. He doesn't know yet what he can do, you know. He's like, you know, testing out, and he's a good person. He doesn't really want to hurt people,
but man, I don't want to say. All right, if you dip out, I'm gonna spoil some parts, but I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Oh no, you can't spoil it for me, man. It's about the journey. It's not about the end.
All right, there's a specific character that He-Man straight up fucking kills, and I was not ready for that at all. I was totally not expecting him to just straight murder someone. Like, my daughter was sitting next to me, and her and I literally, when it happened, and then the character's body kind of goes off screen, we're both looking at each other like, oh, I wasn't ready for that. Like, it was so cool.
Yeah, Go ahead. You guys go ahead.
DK, go ahead.
So it's like, I really do hope the word of mouth picks up, man. It's a long summer, so you never know. But from what I understand, man, Amazon's got so much money, dude. If they'll waste hundreds of millions on like some of their series, like Spider-Man, Spider-Noir, I could see them making another sequel, even if this doesn't perform so well. Maybe somebody pitches it to one of the execs. Hey, man, for the sequel, we're gonna do this. We're gonna fix a few things. We're gonna put it out. We're gonna drop it all during Christmas, which makes more sense for Masters because it's such a toy-centric franchise. It's not really about the movies or the comics or anything like that. You know, I could see them making another sequel, but I wouldn't hold my breath at the moment, man.
And the two biggest things...
They've got so much money, Amazon.
Oh, yeah, man. And the two biggest things that I was talking to someone about of like, it would suck if they don't make a sequel on this because one, the word of mouth and all the reviews, I have I've heard, like Curtis said, 6, 7, which isn't a bad, placement of a number or anything like that. 6, 7, 6, 7. Oh boy, here we are in that generation. But like that's
oh
a
god,
good.
that's not right.
That's a good score for the movie. I'm more over with it because it hit every expectation I wanted it to. Like, this is 100% the film I wanted it to be, with, of course, a couple nitpicks. But this is Jared Leto's, and it's disputable. I know TK is going to say it's disputable, but this is honestly, big franchise-wise, this is Jared Leto's greatest performance that he's been able to actually showcase his weirdness with it not being over the top. And I mean, there's a scene semi in the beginning when Skeletor and his troops, kind of ransack the kingdom and whatever, and he puts on the crown. And I thought for just a second he was going to put it on and then throw it off, but he wears it the entire fucking scene. And I'm like, dude, this works. What the speech he's giving, the way the crown is like tilted on his head and it kind of looks ridiculous, like this works so well. And it would suck if they didn't make a sequel for those two reasons, that Jared Leto finally broke through and have people liking what he's doing, and it hit on all cylinders for everything that I feel like it should have. Like, it's a great film. Oh man.
I like everything that he's pretty much done in the movies so far. Jared Leto. A lot of people don't like it.
There's certain roles I don't like.
I didn't like the Joker at first, the way he looked, but I got, I'm like, it's all right, it can be a futuristic Joker because they do that in the comics, they switch him around a little bit. And I thought he was
100%.
good.
It's just, I think his method acting got in the way of like giving a really good performance. I think he kind of he wasn't funny, man. He just was not a funny Joker. There was no irony there, no joke,
right.
That's
right.
why that didn't work for me. But I think I think he's a great actor, man. I think he's one of the best and terrific.
He has
but I
to
think
be, right?
He gets a little lost in like sniffing his own
parts
Oscar, and all that stuff. And I'm not sure. I don't remember. Dallas Buyers, he definitely got a nomination.
Okay, I remember that.
I liked him as that vampire guy in that Marvel movie. I can't think of the guy's name right now.
Yo, I'll be honest. I genuinely like that movie. I have fun with it. It's cheesy and kind of goofy, but because my daughter enjoys it so much, I can see what they're going for. But my expectations were way too fucking high with that movie. But I still have a good time with Morbius.
Yeah.
It's silly. It's a silly vampire movie.
Yeah. And it's silly, but I took it for what it was, what they were doing.
Yep. I wish though the biggest thing is I wish they would made that whole fucking Sony universe rated R like they did with Craven. They should have made the whole thing rated R, and then that would have been boom.
I actually liked Craven too.
I did too.
I mean, the guy that played Rhino, he was all right. He wasn't bad, but I do like my villain. I think my villains do make the movies.
I liked
villain to make the movie.
I liked Kurt Russell in that. I thought he was a good prick of a dad.
Yeah.
But Joe, you were gonna say something. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, I was gonna say all those movies are good. Like 10 o'clock at night, Amazon watch. Craven, Morbius. Sure. That's how I actually ended up watching them. I was like, God, okay, it's on. Let's just see what happens. And they turned out being pretty good. I mean, they're comic book movies. They are what they are,
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here trying to prepare myself for masterpiece theater.
Yeah. I'll say this about the MOTU movie. See it in the theater. It's way better than watching it on a home screen, especially if it's like a bootleg. It's not very good. Same with the Grogu, Mandalorian Grogu movie. Watch it in the theater. Don't watch it. The CGI is way better in the theater than it is.
And I've always thought, to myself personally, I've gone and seen movies like The Equalizer, in theaters, where I don't really think the theater experience enhances those types of movies. I think it's just a fun.
Yeah, there's some movies that don't matter. Yeah,
right. So So big blockbusters like this, to me personally, they are the theater experience. Like, this is the first time you want to see this. That way, wherever your expectations are, this might enhance it a little bit more. Like, it's so stupid. This was not one of those 3D or 4D movie theaters where they enhance the movie theater and make you feel like you're actually in it. But there was one time where Tila and Prince Adam are flying into eternity and shit like that, and they turn the air conditioning on right at the right moment, and it literally felt like you were going through the sky, and I was like, ooh, I like this. And my daughter, she looks at me and she's like, did you feel that, Dad? And I'm like, yeah, that was like, it just enhanced it so much more, and the epicness, the scale of it. You want to see the scale of it on a big screen like that for sure.
Yeah. I did get the.
Oh, you son of a bitch! That's cool. I like that.
I was gonna get the throne popcorn thing, but I kind of passed on it. I was like,
that's the one I wanted.
Yeah, I wanted that one, and I wanted the castle one, but then I was like, they're a little bit too expensive. I wonder if I can get it cheaper on eBay, and I already found it on eBay cheaper.
How much is the throne one?
I don't know. Out here, the throne one was like $65.
Yeah, that sounds about
That's
right.
not bad. Those are 50
Right
bucks
now,
at the theater.
it's already on eBay
Right.
for $50. Already on eBay for $50. People are already selling it.
That's the one I definitely wanted. I just think, I mean, they all look great, but that throne would have just been, man, you set up some way to put like LED lights in it and shit, and you could really make that thing pop. Pun intended.
I'm sitting there thinking like, man, maybe I should run back up there and try to get one now. It keeps going through my head, and I was looking on eBay, and I was like, maybe I should order eBay. No.
I really want that castle. I want to set these dudes around that castle, and I want to paint it so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, even though I know they aren't quite to scale, just to have a representation of that castle and the figures around it, I think would look cool.
Yeah.
Well, also remember,
I got one of
at the end
those.
of the
I got
stream,
one of those. Yeah.
you could win this poster. Just put a pizza emoji in the chat, and you could win a Masters poster.
Did you eat a small pizza while you were watching the movie?
No, I didn't eat. Man, I have movie etiquette. I don't eat anything when I'm at the theater. No drinks, no fucking snacks, nothing. That's not.
Oh my God.
I get the
we
drink.
sneak in candy.
I ham it up at the movies, man. I got to, dude. I can't go there and not munch.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no. I learned way too early as a kid the trick of them giving you the popcorn and the drink and shit of your mouth gets dried out, you drink all the soda, you gotta go pee 6-7 times as a little kid, you miss the movies, and it's like, nope, I don't want to be that person. And I'm conditioned that way, unfortunately. Like I've told stories before. I'm a movie theater. You go to that place, you respect the people around you, you don't fucking talk. You can whisper to each other in between moments, I don't care, but don't outright talk. Don't have your phones out. Don't let your kids be nuisances. Like, backhand them in the head. That is a place of solitude and worship. And that's how it should be treated, in my opinion. I love the movies, man. Yeah,
I worked part-time at a movie theater, and I learned the system. And the reason why their stuff's their food and drinks are kind of expensive there. That's what pays the bills, and they got $350,000 freaking electric bills and shit, and that's what they pay that off in their people's paychecks and stuff off, and it's because of Hollywood. Hollywood went over to the digital. They can't play nothing. They can't even give really free movies to the employees anymore, and that was like the main thing for being an employee there. You got to see free movies. You know, it's so set up by Hollywood that they're taking everything now. It's pushing the movie theaters out, which they don't want to do that because that's where their money's made.
Right, exactly.
That's the reason we lost our drive-in here in town.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it went digital, and I hated that. That drive-in was I mean, I've been going to that drive-in since probably before I was born. My mother probably conceived me at that drive-in.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, my parents, we had a large family, and we drive-ins every time, man. You see 3-4 movies at one time.
Oh, yeah. We went there so much that the people knew as soon as my parents pulled up, we would all hop out of the trunk and go to the kids' side. And they're like, okay, well, there's your 10 kids are going to go run over here, and you guys are going to go watch the adult movie, and then the kids are going to go over here and watch the Looney Tunes for hours.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I love Looney Tunes. I've only been to
Y'all remember
drive-in.
the dollar movies?
Yes.
Love the dollar movies.
Yes, I did too.
Thankfully, still here in my little town have a dollar. It's not a dollar theater anymore. Everything's $10. But to be able to take your kids to the theater, you know, for $50 even now, and that's the price of 2 adult tickets is $50. And I can take all my kids for $50. They've got dollar hot dogs, that kind of a joint, you know.
Yeah.
Your feet stick to the floor. And I've been going to this theater since I was a child, so you know, something may fall off the wall on you, but it's still a good time.
Yeah, you know how much I paid for my tickets for MJR for Masters of the Universe? $7. I went to the
Oh,
matinee.
that's good.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm planning on tomorrow, doing the Tuesday matinee.
Yes, the matinees are still there. I mean, you know, it's good. You know, it's a good price for nowadays. You know.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
So yeah, that, you know, it is what it is, I guess. What are you doing, TK? Where are you going?
I'm between appointments, man. So I'm going from the southeast side of Houston to the southwest side of Houston right now.
So I don't know. I'm not cool. I don't know why I did that.
Gotta go deal with people's fraud and shit, man, and nod my head and pretend, and then fucking bust their asses when I get back to the office. Day in the life, man. Day in the life.
Day in the life of the man. Now I know.
I like that.
Well, fucking Joe, wasn't it you showing off your really cool?
Oh, is that a Beast Man?
Yeah, your Beast Man is way cooler. Look at that thing. Look at that one. It's furry.
Oh, I got that one too. I have that one as my Beast Man. I got those like his minions.
I got
Isn't
this guy
this the
for
best
$5.
Beast Man? This guy is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the Ross find for. I paid $12, $13 for this dude, but he was worth it. I mean, you know, he's cool.
Yeah, for real, man. And shout out for Beast Man in the movie. Beast Man is one of the fucking coolest characters. All the characters are great, man. Beast Man. I'm just going to talk about the movie as we do this shit. So
were they verbally abusive to Beast Man like they are in every iteration?
Skeletor was, yes.
Damn.
Skeletor straight up disrespected Beast Man to the point where he fucking forced him to, like, you kiss the floor beneath me, like literally kiss the fucking floor.
Yeah.
And
whoa,
it was terrific. But for anybody that hasn't seen the movie and you're worried, like, oh, like I didn't like the original 87, right? Did the original come out in 87, or am I mistaken that?
Yes.
Okay, so the original one, I know a lot of, like, you know, the older, you know, traditional He-Man fans, they didn't like the original movie because a lot of it was on Earth, which is understandable. They were limited on what they could do back in the 80s. Again, understandable. So this time around, you're on Earth for maybe 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes altogether. And
yeah,
it's perfect. The amount of time you're on Earth is perfect. When one of Skeletor's henchmen comes to Earth looking for, you know, the sword, it's awesome. The fight scene is terrific. And then we're right back over into the fantasy world. And it's so super cool, man. I truly liked how they took what needs to happen in the movie. Like, okay, go ahead.
Were there thirst moments with Evelyn, Allison Brie? Was she looking good?
I thought she looked sexy. Now, does Evelyn have blonde hair? I thought she had black.
No, that was white. It's supposed to be white hair.
So did she have white hair in the original line too?
I think the original line she did. Well,
I thought she looked pretty sexy with the white hair, the blonde, whatever it was.
I always
liked
thought
it.
she had black hair too myself, even in the cartoon. I never really paid that much
I can't
attention, I
remember.
guess.
I know she had white hair in some line.
I liked it. I thought because of the contrast of her being like the dark black and like the dark purple, and then like when her helmet would come off or whatever you want to call it, you'd see her hair pulled back. I was like, oh, I mean, without all that weird shit, I'm a pretty hot chick. So yeah, I thought
Yeah,
she was,
I
thought
like
everybody.
her as Evil, and she was hot. Oh, like there you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see from the original
Oh,
movie.
like the original movie line. That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Mhm.
And I have a picture of her with this, and it's signed by her. I met her at HorrorCon.
That is super
Oh
cool.
man,
Yeah,
that's
it was-
wicked cool, dude.
yeah. She is so nice, man. I thought like she loves her fans, like literally loves her.
She was
That's
like quintessential 90s hot too.
Yeah, that was.
Oh
She
yeah,
was
her
in.
eyes.
She was in
Her
They
eyes.
Live. Yeah, she
Yep.
had those ice blue
Yep.
eyes. Yeah.
Yup. That's cool, man. That's wicked cool.
Yeah.
And there was something else I was just gonna say about the movie, and it totally just
Sorry.
went out my brain. No, I
What's
saw a
the-
comment. It made me think of something, and I'm like, oh yeah, hold on to that, but I can't remember now. But I don't even know. I'm not a good movie reviewer by any means. I'm just kind of all over the place with it. But
I am too.
It's-
I
it-
tend to like a lot of movies people don't like for some reason.
oh, 100%, man. I'm definitely that guy. And this movie though, it was great. You start off in your fantasy world and shit. You've got Prince Adam narrating the movie, you know, for the first few moments and just kind of going over it. And what's up, Daredevil? If the link is still there, dude, jump the
Jump
fuck
in, Daredevil.
man.
Jump in.
Hey, man, back out there. Get in here, you guy.
Do you mind if I stream this over?
Of course, Joe. Of course,
Can we
dude.
cross the streams?
We can always cross the streams.
Okay, let me see if I can do this.
Yo, speaking of crossing the streams, I went to my local toy show yesterday and got a whole bunch of fucking cool Ghostbuster stuff. I got a bunch of Ninja Turtle stuff. I got that Snake Mountain and a whole bunch of other cool shit. So that's what's up.
Yeah, some Ghostbuster stuff. What'd you get?
I got their newer figures. They're the kid line, but it's all four of the original like members. It's Venkman, Stance, and all four of them. So for my daughter to have them, she's very, very excited. But I ended up getting like a couple of the original Ghostbuster like ghost characters, like the football player and stuff like that. I'm looking for where they are, but I don't have them in front of me. The Louis Tully character from the original like Real Ghostbusters cartoon, and just a couple little things like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the MOTU King here dropping in on the MOTU Monday. What's happening, Daredevil? Oh, I thought I added him. There you are. Hey, what's happening?
What up, Daredevil?
What up? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure because I was having some unknown technical difficulties yesterday when I was trying to join Graybeard and Virgo's stream, so having some audio problems. It wasn't on their end though, but for some reason, you know, they don't use StreamYard, they use Restream or whatever, but I don't know.
Yep.
I tried to fix it. I mean, I got it working one time and then it quit on me again, and then I finally got it working for the rest of the show yesterday. So hopefully this thing I have right. But anyway,
I know what the problem is, Motu.
What's up?
You need some Eternia technology for your sound.
Right. I guess I'm gonna have to give me some more of that Eternia technology, and maybe get me a right hand like Fistos.
Yeah.
See, I thought those kind of jokes.
Fist men.
Men.
They said
ever
like
since
1,000.
ever since that first comment or that first joke, well, it was really the only really crack they made during the Kevin Smith series. That ever since then, it's been a worldwide joke, and like they continue to have to elaborate on it. I mean, if I could nitpick anything, I've seen the movie twice already, and if I could nitpick anything, I know I've already the major thing to me, because everybody's got their own unique complaints about it, or disappointments, or however you want to label whatever. Mine was, they didn't have a lot of cringer in the movie, and then obviously,
Yeah.
see him in his armor until the very end, and then you didn't hear Battle Cat talk. I mean, I know we heard him talk as an adult because from the younger version. But anyway, on to the other complaint was, it's like, I understand the jokes and the comedy, and I was cool with it. I mean, if y'all watch Pixel Dan's, first, spoiler-led review, so if you watch that, you'll basically understand where I'm coming from, because a couple of the things that really bothered him were the same things that kind of nagged at me a little bit that just wouldn't go away. But I mean, I ain't sitting there dwelling on them or nothing like that. But for what it was, man, it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm not obviously, I never cared about anybody else's opinion. Obviously, not saying that in a negative or a bad way. I just, it's all about what you think about it, truthfully, in the end. So,
right.
Yeah, even I got some gripes about it. I'm still glad we got a movie.
Yeah,
that's
100%.
the main thing I'm appreciative of, is the fact that we've had to wait this long, and it's been pretty much damn near 38 years, and we waited long enough, and I didn't think it'd ever come, but I'm just glad that we got another movie, and I mean, I'm still going to love the 87 movie more, and always will. That's just me, but personally speaking. But
there was a good question about Evelyn's hair. Was it always white, or was it?
Yes, her hair was always white.
I thought
wow.
so. I thought so.
Yeah, because even in the Mike Young animated series, her hair was white. Filmation series, her hair is always intended to be white. So make sure there's no confusion out in the world about what color her hair should be. Yeah. I mean, she could dye. I mean, considering Allison Bree's playing her, she can dye her color of her hair whatever she wants at this point. The way I look at it,
You're right.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think, this might be an off-the-wall comment or question, but do you think this is the most accurate property from a toy or a video game or whatever done to a film to this point?
I think it had a lot of everything in it, kind of. So
yeah,
I think the second movie will be more concentrated on, I don't know how to explain it, but like more concentrated on one direction.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. It'll be more of a narrative thread.
Right, that and a little bit deeper, dive into more, the other characters, or even the characters we've already seen, because they've got, they've got their ideas for any sequels if it turns out that way, if it goes that route, which I'm okay if it doesn't, but I would love to have I would just love to have more Cringer, bro. That's really all I gotta say. I want to hear him talk more. That's just me, but only because he's my favorite character.
Yeah. I had a question. I can't think now.
I was going to say, the only two things that I've heard so far that disappointed me so far about the movie is Cringer didn't act like a scaredy cat, which he's supposed to, and He-Man did not have a booming voice.
Let me piggyback on that a little bit, if you don't mind. The first part of what you just said, due to the fact that he didn't have a lot of screen time, so therefore he didn't really have the time to
That's good. Scared. That's great. That's perfect. I want him to develop that character into what I hope it is. So that's great. That's perfect.
Even the screen time that Cringer did have, it was never anything where he was confronting anybody. By the time we saw him be Battle Cat, he was already Battle Cat pretty much. Like, he was just in the armor. So like the only time he really expressed like fear or whatever was when he was like hesitant to just go into battle. He's like, oh, all right. Like more of like an Eeyore. Like,
yeah, he's more like, he was more like, I don't really want to do this. I'm lazy type feel.
Right.
Yeah. That's just how he was in the Filmation series. Every time he turned around in every episode, he was like, no, Adam, I don't want to go. I don't want to do that. Can we just go to sleep or something?
Yeah. So yeah,
do you guys
I'm true more to the Filmation series, really.
Yeah. I remembered my question. Do you think they'll eventually bring in the Snakeman?
I mean, if the movies go, let's say it goes into a trilogy, or if they got an idea at least for a trilogy, because most films are trilogies, that they have ample enough, like lore and and different characters to be able to pull that off, because you got Hordak too, and for anybody that stood around for the post-credit scenes, we already know, at least where the next one's leading towards. So,
and I definitely, please let this happen, universe. Hear my words. It definitely needs to go into they do this first one, and it's called Masters of the Universe, to get you to know these characters. There's a reason they didn't slap He-Man on the actual title. Do a sequel that's called He-Man, or He-Man and the Masters, and then you can do a third one that's just strictly about She-Ra and where she was during all of that shit. And then you can do like an Avengers crossover to where Hordak and Skeletor have teamed up, or whatever the villainous nature needs to be, and get the full length out of this shit. Like, I'm totally wanting them to milk this cow until the fucking farmer's like, look, it's dead. It's dead.
Set up an entire trilogy.
Yeah, a universe, a Masters of the Universe movie universe.
Yeah, because the Masters were there before He-Man. This version,
every version of Masters that's ever been created, as far as media is concerned, it's always had He-Man in the title. So this is the first time where it's just said Masters of the Universe. I mean, of course, in the movies anyway. Even the '87 movie didn't have He-Man in the title, but I guess that's a going trend when it comes at least to the motion picture side of things, I guess.
Yeah,
Did you hear that song, Hey, What's Going On? They kind of put it in the background of one of the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
That was during the highway scene with Beastman and all that.
Yeah.
I love the whole fucking thing with, what did he say, Safe Travels or Safe Journey, with Dolph Lundgren saying that to him. I'm like, Good Journey, that's what it was. I was like,
I missed that part. I guess it was a real quick second or something.
I didn't even think to ask if there was a cameo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're both in the gym. They're in the gym working out, and Dolph Lundgren is like, hey, man, you're kind of in the way or whatever. And then Adam asks him for advice. He asked him for advice, and he gives him something. And then as Dolph Lundgren's walking away, he's like, safe journey. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, he actually says, peace, kid. He actually says, peace, kid. Good journey.
Or there you go. Super cool. That was a very good cameo.
Yeah.
That and when Cringer first talked, when he was a baby, when you first see him in the beginning of the movie, that and Orko, but the Cringer one melted my heart, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
All right, yeah. What did you guys think of the small little Orko moment?
Oh man, I loved it. I definitely loved the voice, everything about it.
Yeah, the voice. I love the voice.
Because it's hard to nail down.
I was a tiny bit disappointed that they actually killed off King Randor so fast.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about
I wanted to see him more, but it's fine.
They technically didn't kill him. Adam did by mistake.
Well, I know.
How fucked up was that?
Yeah.
Right, but kind of in actuality, it's like half his fault, half their fault in the midst of battle. But
well, that goes back to
the Netflix series, so keep that in mind as well.
Well, that goes back to what kind of Curtis was saying about that specific moment, because that was right when they were doing that final battle and all that shit. And Prince Adam is learning his strength still, and he just lets his emotions get the best of him, and that's basically where the lightning comes from. And it's like, fuck, dude, you just had your great power, great responsibility.
Yeah, there was a little movie that I'm gonna make a quote from that came out in 1992. It was a Cuba Gooding Jr. film called Gladiator, and I remember the ring guy of the kid in the movie. It's a boxing movie, but he was like, "Kid, anger is the enemy."
Yeah, and he definitely let the enemy win in that moment. Where, and it just again, and it goes even into when Prince Adam or He-Man is talking to Skeletor and being like, "Oh, there's good in you," or whatever the shit is, and then Skeletor's like, "No, fuck you, asshole! I'm a villain." And it's
Right.
like, yeah, like let these characters be these characters and still grow from all this shit. And I thought it was handled really well. I can't, maybe I'm just looking at it as like a little kid wanting it for, so long, and there it is. But I ate it right up.
I was happy that Skeletor said, "You boob."
Right,
Oh my
yeah.
God, dude,
When
the
he first-
insult he would call him. It was
Yeah,
so
when he called
good.
whoever kiss hands. Yeah, I was dying laughing.
Now,
I know, I was too.
speaking of the death, though, do we really fucking think Trapjaw is dead?
I don't know.
No.
Dude,
I mean,
he
he can only because anybody can be brought back. But I mean, as far as we know, he's deceased. But anybody can be brought back at this point.
Man, though.
Hey, you talking about Trapjaw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't Trapjaw like
He's
ripped to
exploded.
pieces and left for dead 10 different times already anyway?
Dude, in this,
Yeah. He's
literally Man-at-Arms
together. So
beats the shit out of him, and then breaks his jaw open and sticks a grenade in his mouth, jumps out of a whatever the vehicle is, and then the vehicle crashes and explodes into a mountain, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, oh, I couldn't believe it.
I was really impressed with Man-at-Arms. I was really impressed with him.
Oh yeah. I already knew he was going to be good because he's always been a good actor in the Thor movie.
Yo, Trapjaw.
The MCU. So
Fucking man, Trapjaw was the best.
Spoilers.
I don't give a shit.
Spoiler.
The fight scenes, Trapjaw had 2 awesome fight scenes, and then he got his ass kicked in like the 3rd one. He was epic. He came right in and fucked Man-at-Arms up, and then fucking went toe to toe with He-Man, and then I want to go see that movie again right goddamn now. Goodbye, everybody. It was so cool, dude. Like, I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, like, I know, like, the second time I'll see it, I'll probably like it better.
What up, Kaz?
This is just off the first,
Yo,
first
what up,
one.
Dad? It
What
slowed
up,
down for me,
Kaz?
I will say. At least I was able to hear Skeletor, understand Skeletor talking a little bit better, because the first time we saw it was in IMAX, and for anybody that's ever watched a movie in IMAX knows how atrociously loud it can be. So.
Oh man,
And it's
I was
cool.
in the something Ray. It's called. It's in MJR. They don't have IMAX, but they have something Ray, and the sound system was great. The picture was great.
Well,
Ours
IMAX
was
here
really
has got the Dolby Atmos 8.1 is what they've still been rocking down here, at least where I'm at. So that's like the latest technology that they have, because it used to be Dolby 7.1 and then they upgraded to 8.1. So
Yeah, see, we've got one of those big IMAX theaters down here, and I'm waiting until September to take my kids to see the Apology tour.
hell yeah.
That's whenever the 86 movie is going to be re-released in September.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
are they
I'm
doing
going to take them to that. I want
Yeah.
their wigs peeled back whenever they start going. No, kill them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All these movies have some great music. And that is the Cutter, I think, is the character that's the layover from the other movie. The evil guy
No, there's
Cutter.
what is it, Card
Card
or
is-
Cord?
Karg is the only one that's a rollover from the 87
Card.
movie. Well,
The guy that looks
Pig
like
Boy
a
is
big
too.
critter.
Right, Pig Boy is
Yeah,
too,
the guy with
and all
the slick back white hair.
the guy with the Tina Turner hairstyle.
Yeah, yes. The Auntie
And
Entity
Dog
hair,
Balls.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Does he act the same in this movie as he did in the last one? I think if I remember correctly, he was all spastic and like, kind of like a little Schmeagol
Yeah,
type
pretty
dude.
much.
Yeah.
He's got a huge
Well,
fight scene with He-Man.
Oh, cool.
But they
Are y'all
give him his
talking
little
about
hook for a hand and everything like that, so he looks exactly the
Oh.
same.
What happened to Spike
Yeah.
Lord? Did he just like disappear or something, or did he
No,
get?
No,
he was
they-
in there, but he wasn't like a prominent
Spike got
character.
stuck to the ceiling during the fight
Yeah,
scene.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Dude, that fight was epic, man. When You literally had Spikor going fist to fist with He-Man, and then one of the Skelenites gets stuck to the back of Spikor, and then He-Man is just punching them both in the face. Like, this is great. It's so cool. I mean, I'm trying to think of.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to think of something that literally took me out of the movie where I'm like, but there's. Again, other than, you know, certain moments happening in the movie, like when Trapjaw dies, I'm like, what? No fucking way. But nothing.
Yeah. I was just like, oh shit. I was like, hell. I was like, boom, baby.
I was disappointed. I didn't see Merman in there at all. That's what that was.
That was the other question I had.
He was at the end of the movie where you see Orko. He's in the background, just looking in the background.
No fucking way, really?
Really?
No shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go back and see it now again, just because I want to see it.
I'm gonna put it like this: if you blink, you'll miss it.
Oh,
sure.
Now you guys did sit through all 3 of the end credits, right?
Yes. Yeah. All the way to the damn last word rolled on the screen. As I stayed around, I already knew that.
We sat there. Yeah. We sat there until the usher told us to leave.
But just to let you know, too. Just to let you guys know, I know MOTU already knows this. I got really bad eyesight. Like, I'm going blind. Eventually, I'll be completely blind. But so that's why I'll miss stuff like that. That's why I like talking to everybody, because I used to catch that stuff all the time.
Oh, I missed it too, man. I was so distracted with it just being Orko on screen that I didn't even notice where the fuck he was, like where the environment was he was at. I couldn't even tell you what the background was. What up, Raptor Man?
Most people didn't see Merman because they were so focused on, you know, being so shocked and surprised by Orko. So I can see that happen.
Well, that's like the beginning of the movie when they're showing, you know, Skeletor and his troops taking over the castle and stuff. It's literally, and when I met earlier when I said it's a toy commercial, they spotlighted each one of like your main hero or villain, and gave like Mechanic that quick moment where his neck is stretching around and beating people up, and Spikor jumping on the screen and beating. Everybody got their like 10 little second shot, and it just felt so cool and awesome to where I know I overlooked whatever else was going on in the scenes and shit, because I'm like, oh fuck, there's Fisto doing his shit. Oh, there's Ram Man. Oh fuck, there's Moss Man or whatever. Like, so cool. It was just
now. What's like
awesome.
Each one doing their own thing, and then at the end of it, they were all together in that power scene where they're all like, yeah, okay,
pretty much,
okay.
And it's cool as shit. I love it. And spoiler alert, we've been talking about spoilers, but what the fuck, Moss Man as well? What's going on with Moss Man?
Oh yeah, they kill him off right away too.
Small cameo for him. Yeah,
dude, they fucked him over hard.
Yeah, there's no way he's coming back there.
Hey, he ain't the only one that kind of fucked over, but in all fairness, you know, at least they didn't try to go down the realm of what they were trying to do in the '87 movie, only because back then the technology wouldn't allow it. But Mattel had wanted at least 40 characters in the movie, and I know if they had their way, they would have crammed more in this one. And I think it's got the right balance of characters, you know, because if they'd have added 1 or 2 more, I think it'd have been too much.
I agree, but I'm going to say this just for the Moss Man respect. Why not leave him out of this first initial movie and let that be someone you meet when you're going to Snake Mountain or the fucking Fright Zone or whatever the hell that shit's called?
He hangs out at Castle Grayskull usually.
But like, why not? If you're going to kill someone, why not put like, what is it, Zodiac or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, kill off someone like that.
And why would you pick Moss Man anyway to add for that scene when they're discussing the Sword of Power? Because, you know, he's never been associated at any point in the lore or the history of Masters that he's got anything to do with the Sword of Power. Now, if anybody's got anything to do with the Sword of Power, it would be Roboto.
There you go. Yeah. I like the, yeah. There's, again, and you could go down these little nitpicky, you know, oh, they should have done this because, you know, you more than anybody, fucking Daredevil, like, we know the lore and all of the little avenues that these characters have been on throughout their entire history, to where it's, as a movie creator, writer, director, you really do have to narrow all of that years of history into like one little concept and hope that pleases everybody. But there are certain things, again, like why put Mossman in that position just at all?
Right.
And now you're taking away a character that could be an absolute mega power ally, you know, going forward to fight the Horde or Snake Men or Snake People, whatever the hell they're called. Like, it's just an interesting thing. I mean, maybe they could say we scooped up, you know, Mossman's goo and he's growing like kind of how like Groot does. Like, oh, he's going to regenerate.
I always thought he was kind of like a Swamp Thing. You know, you can't really kill him. He's the environment. He's an environmental creature, you know, that sort of a thing.
Right. And that could be a thing. That could be a thing. But Skeletor literally fucking turns him into like jelly. Like, bleh.
Just a slop mess. Like,
yeah.
He burnt, like, I don't know. I can't explain. It was
I don't really know what he did to him.
Yeah.
But I was shocked. Like, surprisingly shocked with some of the deaths. With the deaths, I thought it was going to be more, oh, we knocked him out. He's not dead. He's just, he's knocked out off screen. It's like, oh no, like that dude fucking fell in a thing of lava. He's dead. He's never coming back. Like,
and maybe he could regenerate himself somehow, I guess. I don't know.
I could have been even more nitpickier. I mean, but I would never be only because it used to be like this in the past, in the beginning, from the very beginning of Filmation, that, you know, they frowned upon any type of violence, you know, but you can't nowadays, being the time we're in now, you can't. So in other words, that movie wouldn't survive, you know, on just non-violence alone. So that's
agreed.
why kind of what the Netflix Kevin Smith got so much hate for was that.
Yeah. Can we talk about Tila's butt?
Sure, dude. There were a bunch of scenes where her butt looked good.
Yeah, like so many scenes they were close up on her butt.
Yep. When she went to help him up, specifically Adam up off the ground, they literally show that shot of her butt in this frame and then his face right there to where it's like, you could have just given me a full shot of her.
Yeah, it's more focused on her butt.
100%.
Like, just like that.
Even the end credit scene with She-Ra, we never see her face, so I don't know who the actress is going to be. But they made her sexy. They showed you just enough to where you're like, oh my, she's gonna look good when they show her on film. They're not, and that's one of the things I have to.
Yeah, say, oh my,
oh my. I have to admit, like I was impressed that they went full masculinity with this movie. To be honest, they didn't shy away from calling him He-Man. They made fun of the name He-Man because of where the origin of it comes from, which is a silly way of thinking of it, and I liked it. But yeah, that's all they showed of She-Ra right there in the whole movie.
Like that.
And it looked good. I'm like, yeah, dude, she's gonna be hot, she's gonna go kick ass, she's gonna be a badass, it's gonna be sick. And that's what they need to do. They need to know that their audience is going to be guys our age that grew up with it, that want a hot babe, and they shouldn't shy away from it. But they also are going to have to make it a little conservative for, you know, a newer generation and little kids and stuff, which is cool. I want kids to get into it too. But, and Tila, she was not in her traditional outfit at all in the whole movie. She was in a full, basically, piece where you didn't see any of her thighs, but you saw her booty. And then at the very end of the movie, there she is in her skirt and her little tiara and her, you know, I'm like, yes, dude, they're going with it. Like, she better be dressed like this in the next movie. Like, this is cool. And I was very pleased, again, that they just didn't shy away from being like, what, the movie's called He-Man. We can't really downgrade men in this movie that's literally called He-Man. And it was literally created for a generation of boys. Like, I was worried that was where the agenda was going to be, if anything, that they were just going to demasculate the movie for the sake of it. But I have to say, if I had a little boy, a son, I would be like, this is a good movie for you, buddy. I want you to be, like, I want you to get into this movie and be proud you're a young man. Like, this has got good morals to it and stuff like that. If you look past the little, you know, pinpoints that they stick in there purposefully.
as Lone Dragon always says, I got and went out and got my He-Mans. Shout out Lone Dragon.
Lone Dragon, he's popped in here a couple of times before. So yeah, shout out Lone Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm going to read a couple of these comments real quick. Definitely go see this movie. Steal 20 from your grandma or sneak in, people. Don't miss out. Who said that? Randy Piper? That's going on stage. I don't endorse beating up grandparents, but in this particular moment, there is a YouTube channel called Gem, Gem, Gem Mint Collectibles. And maybe 2 years ago, they were doing their 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and they were giving away a copy of a 9.8 graded Killing Joke comic book from Batman from the 90s. All you had to do to enter this thing was leave a comment in that specific video, and then they would do a drawing, and bada boom, bada bing, you might win. I was lucky enough out of 100,000 people to win it. And my comment was, and I still have the comic, it's up in my closet. My comment was, I would beat up my Gam to get my hands on that thing. And they thought, for whatever reason, like, oh, this guy, he beat up his grandmother to get this comic book. We better give it to him to make sure his grandmother doesn't get hurt. So, in this moment, I definitely agree. Steal money from your grandma to go see this movie. You know what? No, don't steal money. Take your grandma to go see this movie.
There you go.
That's what you do. Take your grandma.
I got that comic book, and I bought it
Yeah.
in Germany when I was stationed in Germany. It was 95, I think, or 97.
Right, mid 90s, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an expensive book now?
Yes.
I haven't really
Yeah.
looked it up. I'm
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say, I have two of them.
nice.
The original-
hardbound version.
Not the hard copy. The original paperback print is the more sought after one. Yep. And I have the hard copy one. They reissued it, or whatever you want to call it, like a handful of years ago. So I went out and picked it up, just because I didn't have an original copy, and then I won that one, and I'm like, no fucking way! Like, this is cool as shit. So, and it's a 9.8 graded comic, which is, I don't have any graded comics. That's the only one. So like, that's like chef's kiss.
Yeah. At the same time, I got that one, and then I got the Wolverine where his metal gets taken out by Magneto,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Superman dies. The one that Superman dies in.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
where Doomsday kills him? That's a good one. That's a good one. Death of Superman. That's great.
I still have two of the packs with the armbands.
Long hair.
Yep. The cover of it, right? Isn't the cover of it like a flagpole with Superman's cape draped over it? Or something like that, isn't it? Maybe
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Well,
Yeah.
there's probably a bunch of, because comics, they'll do different covers for the same.
100%. And that's what I was just thinking as I'm saying. I'm like, there's probably a fucking variant of a
I
reissue.
think that is the one. I think that is the one I have.
That is the one. I got the original release of that. Of course, this was back when comics were crazy, and I was actually making really good money. So I got two of them. The ones that were the black bag that had the armband in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those. And then, of course, I went out and got the regular book, and that's what it is. It's his cape draped over in like a burning battlefield. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good shit, man. That's a really good read. I remember that being not one of the first comics I ever read, but when I got into comic books and me and my friends would talk about them, they'd always be like, oh, you got to get Kraven's Last Hunt. You've got to get that one right there. Now I'm drawing a blank on it. The Death of Superman and shit like that. And it's like, oh, okay, those are like pivotal issues. The death of Gwen Stacy and stuff like that. And that's when I realized, like, oh, comic books, there's millions of them, but there's like real, I don't even know what the word is, but just ones that you truly know are like a masterpiece, like a modern day, work of art, literature wise and artwork. And that Superman one is definitely one of them and shit like that. So crap. I remember when Captain America died, when he was killed in Civil War by Crossbones, that was in the newspaper. Like, they literally put that in the Post-Star, like, local newspapers and shit. Because Captain America, America's hero since the 40s, has finally died. And I'll never forget the image or the panel of seeing, like, Falcon, I think it was Ben Grimm, and whoever else just carrying Captain America's casket through the rain and shit like that, and just being like, this is insane. This is crazy. This is a big deal. So, and we went off on a tangent of comic books, but they're important clearly to a lot of us. Like they are, I don't want to say Bible and use it in a negative way, but that's like our christening, is getting into comic books and learning about pop culture and getting into different facets of life because of what comic books might have offered us when we were kids. Like they're fucking absolutely important. And with Masters of the Universe, if nobody knows, if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the original figures and shit like that, they all came with miniature comic books to kind of get you into that zeitgeist of reading and playing at the same time. So
right. See, if I was to do a He-Man movie franchise, or at least a movie, I would erase everything that they've done, and I would just do the mini comics.
Yeah.
Where the swords are split and both Skeletor and He-Man have one. Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for in the movie. For some reason, like obviously they showed the Power Sword as one sword, but I was waiting for there to be a moment, especially when the sword broke, for it to forge back into two different swords, and then the power is split. Yeah. But going into this movie, they never emphasized that this sword could be done like that, and it holds like the secret to Castle Grayskull or anything like that. But I was waiting for that 100%. I'm like, oh, the sword is broken. It's going to be forged into two now. I get it. But no.
You go by the comics, you basically got to outline. I know you got to add dialogue to it because, it's not like a movie.
Right.
But, you basically got your outline right there to go follow.
Oh, 100%.
Now, I do have a question. Does He-Man have all those hundreds of cannons like Transformers does, where there's multiple lines or timelines and junk?
Daredevil, where you at?
For real. I don't know. See, to me, each version of He-Man, like whether it's a cyborg He-Man or He-Man in his frozen tundra outfit or whatever version, I don't know enough to think it's different timelines. I just think that's this version, it's this version, and then they just all exist across, the landscape of what Masters is. I don't know at all. That's a good question, like 100%, because I know for a fact when I watched Masters of the Universe, the 200X line, there was, I believe, an evil cyborg He-Man that He-Man fought. I do remember having something like that as a toy, but I don't ever remember there being time travel. I don't ever remember like how in I think it's the Kevin Smith one, where they go back and they show you King Randor and they show you Skeletor when he's like a human and stuff like that, and how all of his origins happen. I want to watch that stuff because I don't know any of that shit, and I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm just curious of all the different, iterations as well, Joe. So good question.
Yeah, I don't know neither. I'm like, the stuff that I might know, I'm not remembering right now.
See, that's cool. So that means He-Man has always been He-Man, and at no point in time did he die and his body was infested by a spirit or ran by a teenage boy. So He-Man is He-Man. That's great.
Yeah. He-Man is He-Man.
In the mini comics, he was just straight He-Man.
There was no Prince Adam?
There was no Prince Adam. Castle Grayskull was anybody's, whoever had it, controlled it.
Actually, you guys got me looking at my comics, and I found this one. This is one of my favorites.
Howard the fucking Duck!
Shout out Howard the Duck. He hates Howard the Duck.
Yeah, shout out Profit Director. Howard the Duck, represent.
Yes, Howard the Duck.
I don't give a shit, man. I want to do at some point, I'm going to do a Howard the Duck fucking special. And all of us ducklings, we're going to get together and we're just going to fucking talk about how great that movie is. Oh,
yes. I even liked it back then.
There you go, Morbius, baby.
Hey,
I
I'm
think
down.
I have-
I know M3 will be down for that. I'm down for that. Howard the Duck.
Yeah, definitely invite
That would be
M3.
cool, man.
Yeah.
You guys have me looking for that crazy Batman or Superman one.
There
This
you
is
go.
one of my favorites too. See, I collect the vintage books. I like.
Yeah.
Hey, how about this one then, Joe? Do you have anything like this?
Oh, the groundhog.
Gorilla
I just
Groundhog.
I don't have nothing.
all my tick. I found all my tick ones.
Oh,
my
speaking of
God.
Dick Joe, hold on a minute.
Yes, I
People
got
out there that are listening, it's TIC, not the other one.
Oh, what'd I do with him?
The Tick.
See, when I was a kid, I liked those team ups. So if there was a team up, I got the book.
Yeah.
Where the hell are they? Right there.
I'm saying that same thing, looking for my Superman comic. Where the hell did I
So
put
Joe,
that?
I showed you my Tick action figure, right? I do believe so. I got this one,
That's
Oh,
cool.
dang.
right? It's sweet. The front of him, it pops off because he's got like a weight full of dynamite. So the front of him, oh, some of my stuff fell behind me. But the front of him pops off, and it's hard to see on the back. But it makes him look like he's been, exploded underneath it and stuff like that. Simple little play feature of a toy back in the 90s.
I didn't even know they made those back in the 90s.
Oh man, like I've got this one. I just picked up the Tick the other day, like the actual Tick, and I'm not looking to collect everything from this line, but when I go to a toy show or a toy fair or anything like that, and I see these for this was only $7. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get this for $7.
Yeah.
So, all right, who fell? Who fell and why did y'all do it? Goddamn Skeletor knocking over my Ninja Turtles. Fucking bastard. One thing I gotta say, and I was disappointed to not hear it, was when right before Skeletor died, he did not say "until next time, He-Man."
Yeah. He didn't.
He didn't say that at all, which was really strange.
Yeah.
But Orko did. Orko said it.
Yeah. That was kind of his thing. Was kind of like the lesson of the day, almost, wasn't it?
Yes,
Wasn't
it was.
Wasn't it
It felt like that public service announcement type shit that
Yeah.
He-Man used to do.
Yeah.
Now remember, kids.
All them cartoons.
That's exactly what it was like.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was, and the more I think about it, I don't think the movie was just the straight nostalgia bait, where I love Spider-Man, the newest one there, No Way Home or whatever it was, with the original characters and shit. But a lot of that movie is just, it's there for the nostalgic purpose. Like that story wouldn't exist without those other movies.
Right.
And but this movie specifically, I just feel like whatever the director's name is, Travis Knight, he just said, whether we get another one of these or not, we're going to do the best we can, whether it's the character designs, the acting, the set pieces, the story. Man, they nailed it, and I loved it. Like, I think the best example of nailing it in a one shot like this that I can give an example of is, have you guys seen the Resident Evil movies? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So the first, 6 of them with Mila Jovovich, they're okay. They're not movie or they're not video game adaptation. They're
man.
Yeah.
It's an interpretation of the video game, not an adaptation. So never got a video game version of the movie, really. And then Welcome to Raccoon City came out, I don't know, like 5-6 years ago now. That movie has all the right components.
Or something.
It was in theaters for like a week, and then they dumped it on like streaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
like that.
it had all of the right components to be, I don't want to say it great, but to stand on its own and actually be worthy of like a conversation like this.
Yeah.
And
Had
for
the
whatever
PlayStation
reason,
and all that stuff in there. Yeah, that was great.
yeah, and they just pissed on it. It felt like a Saturday Night Live version of Resident Evil. I still enjoyed it because traditional Resident Evil is extremely campy, and I take that with a grain of salt with the movie. But that should have been what this movie was to that franchise, where it's like, yes, we're going to get our one time to shine. Let's make all the characters as fucking accurate as possible, and bada boom, bada bang. Didn't do it. So this movie is just fuck yeah. That's all I'm going to say. That's how I'm going to review it. Fuck yeah.
Ace's Places Fuck Yeah reviews, movies and cartoons.
That's what it is. Fuck yeah reviews. Say hi to a couple of people. What's up, Tanya? Welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen your name before, but hey, how are you? Stu, I thought I saw Stu. What is happening, Stu? I think I've been saying hi to everybody else. I've been trying to keep up with the chat on this one as best as I can. I am, because I got a half hour before I have a premiere that's starting. Kaz actually mailed me a couple of things, and I'll talk about them real quick right now.
Mm-hmm.
He mailed me, I don't know, right here, a handful of these NECA blind box Chucky figures. I've already opened them. Nice. I took the boxes; they're empty, and then I put them on this little wooden pallet, and then just wrapped them like they're about ready to come out of the warehouse.
Yeah,
nice.
Right? I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
And shout out to my dude Old School, because he literally repurposes almost everything and makes it look amazing. And that's kind of where my brain is when I think about the things that I'm going to throw away. Yeah, shout out Old School, man. But so he sent me a couple of the Chucky figures. I've already opened them. That's what the video is going to be. So if you guys are interested, check it out. But he also mailed me a 3D printed play set. So if you're interested in that, check that out as well. And I'm not wearing it, but I got a shirt from him too. So the Casual Toy Collector's t-shirt. So there you go.
Hey, just let you know, my goal sometime before I die is in my backyard. I'm gonna do a nice sized pond. One side's gonna have like a Cobra base, and the other side's gonna have a GI Joe base. And then I was also thinking about doing like a Castle Grayskull and a Snake Mountain.
I feel like Snake Mountain is totally appropriate for Cobra. Snake Mountain and Cobra, I feel like they have to go together.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, you could take. You remember Destro's family castle? I'm gonna make one of these Castle Grayskulls into a Destro castle.
Oh man, hell yeah.
I tell you what, I watch that junk on YouTube all the time. You get your sand, you put it in a box, you pat it down, you put your Castle Grayskull in there, you do all that junk. Yeah. Then you pour your metal on there or your concrete, make your mold, and boom, there you got that. That's cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
absolutely. Sure. Absolutely. There was something. Oh yeah, we're wrapping it up here in a minute. But actually, you know what, Curtis? Is there anything else you want to mention about the Masters of the Universe movie that jumped out to you that we didn't talk about?
Not that I could think of, but everybody go watch it, and then you probably want to watch, like most movies, 2 or 3 times to get your actual what you like it or not like it. You know.
True. You know what? Because that's a good point. I might be gushing over this movie right now, and then the next time I see it, I might be like, "Oh, this doesn't have the same, replay value." Even like, oh, I got the. I don't think that's going to be that way for me. I genuinely was like smiling ear to ear like a fucking kid in a helmet, just ready for an ice cream cone. Like I was loving this movie so goddamn much that when I first got there and the girl said we don't have any popcorn buckets, in my head, I envisioned, doing like an American Psycho moment and just coming over the counter with an axe. But I was like, you're going to see the movie. And then to get to my point, my segue, they had these babies.
Yes.
These awesome ass little movie posters. Not only did they have these movie posters, but check out this other movie poster I got, and you guys are going to be jealous. Now, this is the movie of the summer. You guys are not going to want to miss this. Hugh Jackman is going to be playing one of the most badass characters in history, okay?
Yes. I saw that one.
He's going to be in the fucking Sheep Detectives. They did have this movie poster. My daughter wanted it, so I snagged it for her. That's the whole other reason. I knew someone was going to say Robin Hood. Yes! That's the setup was there. Thank you, Stu, for biting onto that one, because I was hoping someone was going to think Robin Hood. So,
Hey,
all right.
I think Joe wanted to say something about the movie or something.
Yeah, Joe, go ahead.
It's been like 5 seconds, so my brain's reset. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Have you seen the movie, guys? Are you asking the people in the chat?
Oh, I was just talking to the people that are over in my chat. Yeah, I was just Tanya and Stu. I was just asking them if they had got a chance to see the movie yet.
I forgot you had the double stream going there. I see the little logo there now. I'm oblivious to most shit. So, to your viewers that are here, thank you very much. I truly appreciate that. If any of you folks are interested in this movie poster, I'll give like a couple of minutes before I, make my decision. But if you would like to win this, I will mail it to you free of charge. It's over there, a poster tube, so it will not get ruined. It will, well, hopefully I can't predict what the mailman will do or anything like that, but it will be preserved as best as it can on my end for you. And you just have to get my email, which is on my channel page, and email me, and I'll send this bad boy to you. But if you're interested in this, go ahead and put in the comments, the emoji of a pizza slice. So if you want this, just put a pizza slice in there. A little bit of pizza. So far, we've got Mosh, Joe, and who the hell else was the other one? I already rolled up your name. Joe, there's Mosh and Rob. Joe, Mosh, and Rob. There we fucking go. Look at this. All right, this might be controversial to people, but I don't give a fuck. This guy right here in the chat. It's Chad. What is happening, dude? This guy, I gotta say, he doesn't know me from anybody on this planet, but he shouted me out and showed a lot of respect to me on his stream last night. And people that do that for me, knowing a certain situation, I'm gonna go to bat for them and rock with them and represent them and just show my gratitude. So it's Chad. I really fucking am thankful that you're in here, just popping in and saying hello. That means a big deal to me, because what you said yesterday really, it put a bit of a support in my back of like, oh, okay, not only are the people that I'm friendly with, in my corner, but there are other people out there that, have certain respect for me. So it's Chad. Whether you disagree with his, views or anything like that, that's on you. That's cool with me. But it's Chad. I'm super stoked I found your channel, dude. Thank you very fucking much for the respect. So we got another one. We got Stu. Where's my notepad? Stu for lunch. What a great freaking name that is.
I had pizza for lunch, leftover pizza.
Oh, man, there you go. You win right there. Curtis wins the giveaway, everybody. You're out. You can't go wrong with pizza, my friend.
No.
I have had nothing for lunch yet. Joe, what are you having for lunch, dude?
I'm a one meal a day kind of guy. The kids, they've been in.
That's kind of what I am, too.
Yeah, they're feasting on ramen and Hot Pockets because, it's summertime. So I keep the cupboards and the freezer stocked.
I love
and
ramen.
I don't worry about making a dinner.
What type of ramen? Because that's my shit right there. I love ramen.
They have to alternate. They don't do the shrimp, which I like the shrimp, but they're plain. They like the chicken or the beef, and I'm like, hey guys, you can maybe. I even buy those little packs of hard-boiled eggs. You throw them in the microwave for 10 seconds, cut them in half, throw them in your stuff. It's good. And but no, they're just like, no, I want that cardboard and Ace out right out of the bag.
Oh, I love all that shit. Right now, I have. I don't know what the brand is. Kikoman. I think they make their own brand of ramen. but it's a hot and spicy one, and I'm like, that's what I'm gonna eat. That's what I'm gonna eat when we're done here. Actually,
I never had ramen until I got stationed in Korea, and that was back in '95.
Okay.
Oh shit.
94. I'm sorry, 94, 95 was when I was there, and we'd go out to do our FTXs, our field exercises.
Yep.
So we'd have our perimeter set up with barbed wire and all that stuff, and our tents inside, and cold duty, and stuff like that. And so like after like 2 days of MREs, you get tired of your MREs. You take it out to Ajima sitting outside with the table and the thing, and she cooks you a big bowl of ramen and throws a slice of American cheese on it.
Yeah.
And hot sauce. You put a little hot sauce in there, and then she gives you one of those Korean Cokes, which were so good. All for your MRE.
That sounds great, man. I love shit like that.
Good.
They probably take your MRE apart.
The latest ramen I just started trying was it's got curry in it, and it's really good. I never.
I only saw when I was a kid. My mom bought just the top ramen brand or whatever it was called. So I only thought that's ramen. And then as I got older, and I'm like, oh, there's an Oriental aisle in my grocery store, and they have real fucking ramen here. Like this is real
some
shit.
of that upstairs. I got some of those upstairs right now. The stuff to put in it and all that, and put an egg.
I got the Hello Kitty hot and sour ramen for the kids. The girls ate one of them, and they're like, "Oh, this is terrible." They're delicious. They are really good. The hot and sour ramen.
Nice. You guys got me hungry. That's literally. I'm going to be going downstairs right now and making some ramen fucking noodles, like without a doubt.
Plus those ramen noodles, like they last forever. On the show.
They do, man. They absolutely do.
It's a good thing to stock up to have like the shit hits the fan for a while, kind of like 2020.
I'm not even kidding you. If I brought my phone down in the kitchen right now, this has happened before. Okay, so on M3's streams, his lives, they usually will have him cooking food or whatever. And there's been plenty of times where he's cooking something, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go cook some food as well. I've shown my ramen section in my cabinet. There's probably a good 20 creamy chicken ones, and then a bunch of like the actual like good Oriental type ramens. I love that shit, man. You cut up your own chicken breast and you bake it and you cut it up yourself, and then you add that shit into it, man.
Wow, what a difference, man.
What a difference, dude.
It's even better.
What a difference. You can add your own vegetables, your own corn. It's a dinner. It's amazing.
Dude, I got actual ramen bowls and actual wooden ramen forks. It's like a scoop, but it's supposed to be a spoon. You're supposed to sip all your juice with it.
Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, I was going to say, in the meat aisle, they have the uncut bacon, which is like a little ball of bacon, and it's only like $3. I've discovered this instead of paying $6 to $8 for a regular pound of bacon.
Oh,
this
wow.
ball of bacon, you fry it up, and that's what I did. Is I broke off a ball of bacon and fried it up and threw it in. Oh, it's delicious.
Oh,
that
man.
sounds delicious.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
Yeah, Randy. we went from Masters of the Universe to Masters of the Kitchen.
Yes.
But on that note, we are going to put a pin in it and wrap it up. You guys can stay on here for a few more minutes if you want, because we are going to do the drawing. There's not a lot of names. There's only about 5 of you, but that's all right.
That's fine.
So I got
anybody
a
watching on Joe Prime, throw that pizza emoji down in the chat, please, and you can be in the drawing for this cool little movie theater.
Yeah.
Oh, I am pointing the right way. Poster right up over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right here. You got a few minutes. Throw your name or put a pizza in the chat, and you can win this Masters of the Universe movie poster, brought to you by Mattel. It wasn't, but sounded good. Rob, your name's in here, brother. So we'll give it one more minute. Got to be in it to win it. Stu, you're in it. We'll give it till 2:42 my time. We'll just sit here watching me do this to my hat in a weird motion.
That's
All right, I'm done with it.
That's the way me and M3 used to do it on our Christmas banger stuff.
Just drawn out of a hat.
And then it just got bad.
I'm not tech savvy, so I don't know how to get the wheel and all that shit, and I don't want to deal with it. So I figured if I do a giveaway,
so much stuff on the internet about that wheel, how it favors the first 3 people and so many different random things. The wheel is rigged. I'll throw that right.
Yeah.
Shake it like, oh, one of the names fell out, and that's going to be the winner. This name that just fell out and jumped out of the fucking hat. That's going to be it.
Yeah, Mexican jumping beans in there.
Mexican jumping paper.
Yes.
So here we go. Look at that. You never know who's going to win. Stu for lunch.
Stu,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Stu, for lunch. You have just won yourself a Masters of the Universe movie poster right there, my friend. Now, again, if you missed out on how to contact me, I'm not on any social media, so the only way you can get a hold of me is a pigeon. You have to write a note on a pigeon and send it to me. You have to be a good... Send this letter to him. No, my email is on my channel page or whatever. You could just get my email that way. Message me there. We'll go back and forth. Now, all transparency right up front. It probably will get mailed out next week because I have 2 packages I'm mailing out this week already, and I don't want to jam myself up like that. But as Joe Prime can attest, I am a man of my word. Whether it takes a little bit longer than I anticipated, you will get your item as long as you've contacted me and we've got each other's information and stuff like that. You will get your
Trust me. Ace puts more pressure on himself to get this in the mail than you will ever think or feel from him. He's like, day one, man, I will get. I'm like, dude, really, seriously? You're gonna get it. Too good for you, bud.
I am a proponent of being a man of your word and standing by what you yourself believe in. So if I believe my word is everything, I have to stand by it. So that way you guys believe my word is everything. So you will
just send it by drone. Just send it by drone.
Real quick, is that a thing? I heard someone say that you can mail shit by drone.
I heard that. I've heard it. I've heard it myself too.
Oh.
And I just thought of it because you were talking about it's a He-Man, and I believe at the beginning of the movie they had drones hit the castle, right?
I can't remember now, but that's too funny you said that. My friend literally was telling me that like maybe a week ago, and I'm like, you can't. How would you fucking deliver something by a drone? Like, what if the thing weighs more than the drone? And then it's like, oh, well,
yeah,
it's interesting.
Like, what if it's halfway across the country or something?
Right. Who the fuck is controlling the drone? I'll just give it to my mailman. For some reason, I trust him more. I can see his face.
Yes.
Weird. Hey, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to steal Joe Prime's line. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, humans, monsters, pizza connoisseurs, and toy lovers of all types. Curtis, thank you very much for popping in here. It's a great time talking to you. I appreciate it. I'm surprised Prophet didn't pop in here. Normally, wherever you are, he's right there to shoot you down.
He might be sleeping right now.
Oh, he works overnights, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. Well, shout out Prophet again. You got a bunch of them in this video. So, Curtis, thank you so much for popping in here. Anytime you see the link and we're talking about something you think is interesting, feel free to jump in, dude.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you again, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Later, Joe. See you later.
All right, later, guys.
Later.
All right, Joe Prime, you, my friend, everybody's always welcome here, but Joe Prime, you are basically an unannounced co-host of this channel, it feels like at times. So thank you very much for popping in here. As always, I appreciate it. You know that. And sharing the stream.
Thank you.
Joe Prime sharing like a hand puppet for his hand.
Oh, 100%. I thought that before too. 100%. Little Prime puppet. That would be great. Would be great.
Even a sock puppet would be cool.
Yeah.
I did do that the other day.
Oh, did you?
And, I probably thought I made Sam the newsman. Whenever I was talking, I was just, thinking about what am I going to do today? So, Sam, stop it. I'm
Hold on
coming
there,
for
Joe.
your job.
Joe, I'll mail you some googly eyes for that.
So that's about the best I got for the googly eyes. But, yeah.
That's great. Hey, and by the way, what Joe just showed off right there, Joe, you mind showing that off again real quick?
I don't. Throw this together here.
There you go, right there. If you find YouTubers out there, if you like to win things and get things for free, kind of like I did a few minutes ago, you're going to want to tune in this Friday to the Ace in the Hole Variety Show at 6 p.m., where I'm just going to kind of be talking about the same bullshit everybody else talks about. You're just going to hear this annoying voice say it all. But I'm also going to be doing... 6 p.m. Eastern. Yep. But I will also be doing another giveaway, because this is the G2 giveaway. I've been doing a giveaway once a week every Friday for the last 4 weeks, and I've got 3 more weeks of doing it. So it's going to be basically 2 months of you guys getting free shit, and all you got to do is just show up and participate in whatever shenanigans I ask. Joe Prime was the first winner of the G2 giveaway. He ended up winning some really great Optimus Prime stuff, along with that little red hat, which I do have a few more of them. So if you end up winning something on the Ace in the Hole Variety Show, whatever you win, you'll also receive a proud member of the Aces Army hat. There you go. That little one of 36 hidden style Optimus Prime figures.
Nice.
So that's what Joe Prime won right there. You could win very rare, exclusive, awesome shit right here on this channel. So there you go. That's all I got left to say. So without any further
I might
you know what?
once in a while and give something away.
Before I go, I do have, and this is how I'm going to end the stream, I do have one final message for all of you people out there. Where is it? Here it goes. So this is going to play, and then it's going to go right into my outro, and then the stream is over. So if you guys want to stick around and watch it, we have at it. But here you go, my friends.
The thing better than being a great magician is being alive and having great friends like you. And I'm going to make the most of it.
Awesome. That was awesome.
There you go. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time. Peace, love, and pizza grease.
I'm Ace. Welcome to my place.